Howdy howdy, this is Blue Otter. Today we're playing Blueprints. We are on day 4. And let's see, we've got... I'm looking in this room like there's going to be anything different. Yeah, same pictures, same everything. Yeah, let's keep going with this one first. So we have our first thing in the foyer. And our first room that we're going to draft is we have a bedroom, nook, and a storeroom. And we gotta go for the storeroom again. I think that was what we did last time. Key and gem. Everything else? Everything good? Alright, let's go to the next door. I think we're gonna go to, so that one gave us a plus key, gem, and coin. Okay. We're gonna do a den, which is gonna give us a gem. Yeah, this house would be like if you had to go to the bathroom really bad and you're like, I just want a bathroom. And then you couldn't find it. We could do a courtyard, we could do a pantry or closet. What do we have? Courtyard's gonna be able to get us further, so I think we'll do the courtyard. That's gonna be one of the 2 gems that we have. Do we... That gets us our sledgehammer. Alright, so we're not going to be able to go that way, so we have to go this way. Bedroom, west wing, west wing hall. Okay, so I'm curious because if I do the west wing hall, but I haven't drawn the, because I don't know if is it always locked or is it only after I've pulled the hall where I have that red card. So I'm curious about that. So let's pull this west wing hall. Otherwise I would have pulled the parlor. We can do this one really quickly. We have food, which will get us that. This one is at the bottom. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do the guest bedroom and get an additional 10 steps. Yeah, so there gives us 10 steps. I think this is the same. Yeah, that's the note about the billiards room. We have a magnifying lens. Magnifying glass, sorry. Magnifying glass. Inspect documents of the estate more closely. Okay, now I need to get to... Hold on. Which room was it that had the... Now I need to get the commissary. Because I might be able to inspect that and I might be able to get the terminal password. Yeah, we did get more different pictures. Now it's is that a flan and deserts? It was like a spine and I forget what the other one was. So that's interesting. So the pictures constantly are moving around too. Okay, so now I definitely want the commissary. If I do this one, that would spread into each green room, but I've only got one green room. But I need security. So let's go ahead and get security. Because we might be able to... Okay, so this was a secure door last time. The Nook garage. Now the garage has 3 keys, so let's get the garage this time. That is going to be a dead end, but that's going to give me 3 keys. I can't do that because I don't have a gem. Okay, back up. Next plan. We're going to do the Nook because that's going to get me 1 key. Ooh. And then we have plus 3 keys in the chest. Did I? Oh yeah, I did get the sledgehammer. Oh man, that was... Okay. Yeah, that was a good thing I got on that. Let's go... Okay, if I do the nursery, again, I don't have the thing, so let's do the pantry. Because that should give me 4 coins. And an apple. Hold on, do we have anything else? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's gonna be on... I'm gonna find something that we're gonna be able to do that with for my thumbnail. Lock. Yeah, sure. You know what? I've got plenty of locks. Commissary. Oh, I need a gem. We're gonna do the parlor. Cause that should get me 2 gems if I can solve the puzzle. So let's go ahead and grab the wind-up key. All right. The black box is not empty. This is the black box. That's false. This is the black box. So we're going to go with this one. Yes, no. All right. So that one was black. And that was 2 gems. Okay. I still need the commissary. We're gonna do, I think, I'll do chapel or drawing room. I think I'd rather do the drawing room. I think I'm thinking of like the drafting room or something. Yeah, I'm just not seeing anything in this room. Nursery corridor. Hold on. We'll do the corridor. Or if I don't get the commissary, if I can at least get the coat check. Patio. Or bedroom. We'll do patio. Is spread gems to green rooms. All right. Hopefully I get some gems out of this, maybe. Oh, yep, there's one. Buried below. Occasionally you may discover small mounds of dirt in certain rooms of the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to excavate these suspicious, what was it? Suspicious dig spots. Yeah, I've got some there, but Rumpus room, spare room. I think we're gonna, or the, sorry, Rumpus room. Rumpus room. Gonna give us 8 coins. But it might give us where we can do a little bit more treasure hunting. No treasure map. Oh, okay. See, where's coins? And then we have Alzara. Insert our coin. What do we have to seek from?
And as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
That's the idea.
The image is becoming clear.
So I see
the darkened cloud of ruin, familiar to us both, now decrepit, run down, and in disrepair. I see 8 red envelopes resting upon 8 pedestals. And in these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters penned by 8 different hands. 8 letters of which you will only ever find and read 7. Just like the art hanging on the walls of these rooms, there is a letter missing. What you have heard here has been foreseen
ooh.
by the great Alzara.
Okay, so there's a letter.
Until the dawn of the following day,
Okay, so
I will have nothing more to say.
2 pictures. 1 letter missing. Okay, that was cool. That was useful information, I think. Rompus room, we go straight. Lock. Yeah, we can use a key. I need a commissary. Less likely to find items laying around the house. Hallway. Yeah, well, let's just do the hallway. I'd heard about the red envelopes and I thought this was... But... Guess not. Okay, we've got... Kitchen, closet, passageway, gym requirement, closet's the only one we can pick. Can I reach it from here without going in? No. Okay, so we got the dice. And there should be one more item in here. The shovel. I'll take it. Yeah, because I want to go back to the patio. Hold on, before we go... Yeah, let's check this door. It's locked. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. Use it. Commissary. But you know what? One, I don't have a gem. What did I need from the commissary? There's that okay. Spare room. I'm not gonna go in though. Alright, I need to dig. We have pebbles. So in dig spots we have pebbles. What else do we have? I know, not worth picking up. We have a coin. Where are we? Parlor, pantry, security, courtyard. Yeah, just follow the path. Okay, let's see. Oh, I still don't have a gem. Let's re-roll that. Chapel. But I'm not gonna go in. I don't want to waste my steps. I'm trying to get back to that courtyard. That's twice I've rolled the commissary. And courtyard, I got pebbles. Okay, let's go straight across the den. Okay, so we could claim... our coat check. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get the commissary again. Let's do the breaker box. Utility room. breaker box. Gems anywhere? No, nothing. All right, let's open this. Okay. If we turn everything off, keycard system off. Hold on. Let me turn that back. So it starts like this. All right, we're gonna turn all of this back on. Turn that off. Toggling the breaker restores. What if we do this all green? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing on that. Breaker box. Mechanical blueprint, it is a dead end. It's standard, drafted one time. The benefit of restoring old buildings is it allows the owners to update and add modern amenities. The utility closet and the circuit breaker box within are set up when gas-powered lighting was retired and replaced with more fashionable home electric system. This is utility closet. Breaker box. Okay. While we're here, let's look and see. We've got a good chunk of those rooms done. Some of those, a couple of those. We got 5 of the 7, 8 bedrooms I can count. 4 hallways. I think this is only like not necessarily what I've seen, but what I've actually drafted. Shops, and then we have red rooms. Okay. I only have... No, I do have one, because I can go through the spare room. I still don't have a... Okay. Well, here's the billiard room. I haven't seen that one yet. Yeah, this is the... billiard room. It's got a puzzle. Anything? No. Okay, so that's... If that's like a pine tree and a pen, it's an E. Is what they were saying. Although I don't know... Here's the... That'd be a really good spot to hide a coin right there. Alright, we have... this... 10. 1. No. 10. 1 and 3. 10. Is that 4? 20. Which is at 17. Okay, 16 minus 3 is 13. 5, I'm gonna guess that's times 4 is 20. 20 minus 18 is 2. Times 6 is 12. Okay. Not too bad. All right, but that's... I really, really need some gems. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. Here, we have to go straight. Take a right. Go straight. Observatory, dining room. Okay, dining room, well, no, I've only made it to level 7. Yeah, let's just do the dining room. We still don't have food in here because we haven't made it to 8. Claim ticket. You know what? I think we're gonna do... Can we check an item? You've already have an item checked. Please retrieve it before... Okay, so we can retrieve our item. Can we check an item? I want to check the magnifying glass. So we have the coat check. So we took the rabbit's foot. And then we did the magnifying lens. You know, now that I'm thinking about what I should have probably waited until, but I can't guarantee that I'm gonna get it. That at least holds on to it, because I still don't have a gem. Yeah, let's do the dark room. We're just gonna pick a random one. What is this? Oh, this is the lavatory. Oh, that's a dead end. All right. Lavatory, all right. Anything? Nothing. All right, so that's gonna be it for that. We can go back around. We still have one more if we can get up to the spare room. No, not that one. Go this way. Yeah, so we'll be able to draft, I think, one more. I still don't have the commissary. We can do... It doesn't matter. They're gonna each have something. Let's do the bunk room again. I'm not worried about steps. I just want to see... That's coins. That's still not what I wanted anyway. Yeah, so that's plus 4 coins. Okay. That... I mean, I've got 4 steps left, but I have no gems. And that's really what's holding me back. So we're just gonna go ahead and call this a day. Not really too bad. West facing villa, total rooms 26, rank reach 7, items found 4, and new rooms 4. So let's go ahead and save and continue. We're going to go on to day 5. All right. Again, we start in the foyer. Two cards. Ace of spades and the queen of diamonds. I'm not seeing... Okay, let's start over here. We're going to start with the den, which is going to get us a gem. Now I still need the coat check and the... Yeah, that magnifying lens was... It's going to be good. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, this way. Nursery, nook, and parlor. Parlor's going to get us 2 gems or a nook that will get us a key. I don't have a key, so let's go with the nook. All right, then we're going up. We have the observatory. That would be perfect because that should get us some coins. So let's observe it. I spelled it correctly, but it looks wrong. Okay. Right there. Let's go ahead and look inside. That should give us +3 steps. Okay. Good to note. think that's just, yeah, that just goes to there. I always loved astronomy. All right, let's go back to there. We can go, okay. Storeroom, hallway, and now we can choose parlor. We could choose the parlor, hallway, or we could do the storeroom, which would get us a key, a gem, and a coin. I think let's do the parlor. And that should be able to get us some gems if we can crack the code here. All 3 boxes are empty. Okay, that's false. This box and the blue box are empty. The black box contains gems. All 3 boxes are empty. This box and the blue box are empty. The black box contains gems. Oh, I swear, all these are worded in such a way that have me second guessing myself. All 3 boxes are empty, which can't be true. It has to be the one that is true. But if the black box... Black box contains gems, but that would be false if that one doesn't. But this one, all 3 boxes are empty, would be false because one of them has to have gems. This box and the blue box are empty, which would be false. Just go with blue. I'm probably wrong. When in doubt, go blue, right? Yep, I'm wrong. It was probably the black one. Okay. All right, but that leads back into the den, so I just basically did a loop around. This goes back here. That basically is the first entrance. Let's go across the hall to this side. Utility closet. Of course we would do that. Do I want the closet? Yeah, let's go ahead and get the closet. Closet, I can see the dice already. Dice and a key. Okay, so that is dice and a key. And that's a dead end. So we would need to go spare room. I can't do the courtyard. I could do the hallway or I could do the spare room. Let's do the spare room. So I don't think the hallway is going to have anything, and the hallway is just going to basically go to the right. Nothing in here. We can do the pantry. That would at least get us some funds. Possibly some food. Yeah, so there's an apple. And 4 coins. Okay. Okay, if I did the storeroom, I would literally be... I can't Oh, everything's gonna be... Yeah, we have to do the storeroom. Because I don't have a gem. So that's gonna get me +1 for a key, a gem, and a coin. Had a really great first day, and then the rest of the days are just kind of meh. All right, we gotta go. We're literally locked in. Wow. Okay. I can't do anything. Let's see if there is anything outside. Can we do that? We can make a wish. I wish I actually had some coins and coat check, but I did save the magnifying lens. So that's at least one positive thing. I think I'm getting stuck on planters. This appears to be locked. So I'm not quite sure how to do that. I would personally jump over the fence, but I don't think that there's any, because I think everything else that because we already explored outside. I don't think there's anything else that's really out here. So yeah, let's go ahead and, I mean, I'm stuck with the thing. So yeah, we're just gonna call it a day. I know. Yeah. It's so sad. Humble bungalow. Total rooms 10, rank reached 3. Steps taken 15, items found 1. That is pitiful. But that means we're gonna go to we'll do another day. This should be day 6. Okay. Bright and early. Let's go to... Hold on. Yeah. Corridor is always unlocked. Yeah. I think we need to... We'll start with the corridor. Or do I want to do the hallway? No, we'll do the hallway. Because that will give me more options for doors. Go over here. We have the claim ticket for the magnifying lens. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get the coat check. But I'm not going to claim anything just yet. I'm not going to go in there. Okay, let's go in here. Let's get... We're just starting off great, aren't we? I got, as much as I want to go with the closet, we've got to go with the chapel. Because I need room, or... Fortunately, I don't have anything, so... Let's go with... Ooh, no, we have to go with the Nook. Will give us a key. We have a walk-in closet, but I don't have a gem, so we'll do the spare room. There's nothing in here. Yeah, we could do the parlor here. This one's got the puzzle. I think I'm hearing thunder outside. The box and the white... This box and the white box are empty. There is a second wind-up key in the room. The statement on the white box is true. Is there a second wind-up key? I'm not seeing it. There's a second wind-up key in the room. This box and the white box are empty. Okay, if those two are wrong, there's a second wind-up key. I don't see it. The statement on the white box is true. If those are both false, we'll try the black one. And fail again. Yeah, we could do... Oh. Yeah, we'll do the wine cellar. Because that will give me +3 gems. Do we have any items? Okay, this is a coat and a cot. An A. Let's see, in the parlor there is a card and a car. Letter D. Well, at least I don't have to worry about coins, but I do have gems. Not too worried about that. Let's try to not block myself in. Let's get the bedroom. Anything? No, there's nothing in here. Cheapskates. Okay, yeah, here we go. Corridor storeroom. Let's do... Yeah, let's do the den. That way we at least get a... It's the same thing as the corridor, except we get an extra door and we get a gem. I'm gonna be all ready for the commissary. I've got the coat check. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, we could do... Let's do the dark room again. Lights are off. That door's closed. Yeah, I have a feeling if we can get it where the lights are staying on, we might actually be able to get something out of this. Gym requirement. Okay, let's guess. I'm gonna do the middle one. Observatory. Well, that's at least coins. Observatory, or, well, okay, it's not necessarily coins, but it's 4 of something. +1 gem. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna go down. Commissary. Yes. Okay. Now that I have the commissary is... Okay, it still has that staff notice. Where is... Coat check is straight across the hall. If this doesn't work, then I will probably... Let's retrieve an item. Let's get the... Let's claim the magnifying glass. I want to go back here. Swan song. So terminal. Password is Swan song. Well, that storm is getting closer. Yeah, I know lightning detected in my area. Where is my weather forecast? There it is. Ah, I got 30 minutes. I'm good. Okay, so I have an app on my phone that will tell me where it is. Just out of curiosity, what is available for sale? We do have the shovel, okay, salt shaker, sleeping mask, and metal detector. Okay, that's good. Do I have security? I have one more door anyway. And that is by the den, so we're gonna have to go here. No. I've got space. I've got steps. I miss. Oh, look at that. I don't have any coins. We got 2 more there. Where is Den? Right here. But I do have a key, so if this is locked... security. Yes, we will use that. And we'll go in here and test out this new password. We have 1 fruit that we have missed. Log into the network. Password accepted. Connecting to network. Oh, my childhood. Flashbacks. Staff services, remote terminal access, electronic mail. Okay, staff services. Punch in, punch out, staff announcements. I don't think anyone else has access to the network this month except you, Simon. So if you're reading this, just know we're all rooting for you, your friends, and faithful service. Request schedule change. This service has been temporarily disabled as of November 4th. All work has been suspended at Mount Holly and all domestic staff have been placed on an extended paid leave in accordance with the instructions left by the old man himself. See Mr. Babbage for more detail. Special orders. If you would like to get a specific brand of gum or your favorite fruit at the commissary is now taking special orders for all members of the staff. Special orders can take 1 to 3 days. Place a special order. What would you like to order? Wow. Okay. So we can do special orders at commissary for a compass, magnifying glass, metal detector, running shoes, a shovel, which is always nice, a sleeping mask. I wonder what a sleeping mask does. I don't have any money for that. And a sledge hammer. Okay. So let's go back. Staff announcements, requests, what's punch in, punch out? The server's been temporarily disabled, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. And this is under staff services. This is the last thing I'm going to be able to do today anyway, because I think I'm out of things. Remote terminal access. Remote terminal. It is possible to connect to other active terminals elsewhere on the estate using RTA. So we have remote terminal access. View active terminals. Okay, so that goes to the office, a lab, and a shelter. Hopefully I do not have to take shelter tonight. But those are all offline. I don't have any of them in here. Electronic mail. Permissions of this terminal do not allow for access to the electronic email or electronic mail account. That's also called email. Currently, this feature can only be accessed via the terminal located in the office. So office can access email. Email access. Okay. Return to network. I'm making notes so that way I know what these different rooms will do. Data transfers. Data transfer from Signet are currently not available. Press enter. Okay. So we can't do that. Glossary of terms. Oh. So, yeah, that would be... That's helpful. Okay. So we have bedroom. One of the most common types of room bedrooms are typically used for resting or regaining steps, and they'll provide the violet borders of their floor plans. Call it a day. Yeah, we've already done that. Checked item. Color. Blue for blueprints. Default type, obviously. That's what it was. Okay. So if I go back to my notes from the room types, here it is. The secret passage. Okay, so room types, or room colors, I guess I should say. Violet is bedrooms. Orange is hallways. Green for green rooms. Yellow for shops. Red for red rooms and green. And then blue is default. With an L. Okay. Contraption. Workshop is a useful room in which you can experiment trying out different combinations. Inventory is dead end. Oh, we have what's this? Dirigiblocks. In the commissary, players may find an arcade cabinet for the popular game Dirigiblocks. To the dismay of board member staff, the cabinet has not been in working order for years. While the game is not currently accessible, it is scheduled to be added in a future patch. Okay. Dirt, we've already done drafting. Draft pool, draw. Okay, what other words do we have? East wing, entry, estate, exhaust, floor plan, gems, glossary of terms. Gold or coins, green room, grounds, hallway, house, history, inventory items, key card, locked, luck. Mechanical network, permanent, rank, rarity, redraw, red room. Reset. Let's look at red room. Beware the rooms that are red. They offer powerful expansion options, but come at a dangerous cost. So red is expansion at cost. Okay, so what is... Hold on. Green room. Floor plans with a green border known as green rooms. These rooms are associated with outdoor areas and gardens and are naturally synergistic with another. So green are outdoor gardens and have synergy. Special floor plan, permanent, security locked, terminal. Tomorrow trunk. Okay. Return to network. Okay, this was definitely worth it. Yeah, I think this was the big thing for today. Was being able to use the magnifying lens. Oh, and we still got one more door. I thought we were out of luck. Okay. Let's do this. Let's see what we can do. While drafting, you are no longer able to see all... You are no longer able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. We have the breaker box. Gem requirement 2. I mean, we've got to do the passageway. If they're all locked, I'm gonna cry. All right, so we've got some different routes here. Let's see. Let's find out what else we've got. Surely they're not all locked. Furnished. You are more likely to draw red rooms while drafting. Let's get the storeroom. That way we will get a key, a gem, and a coin. There's coin, key, and a gem. All right, that's that one. Where are we? We can go straight forward. I think that one. Okay, we can also go straight here. This one's locked. What about this one? Also locked. Let's err on the side of going further. I mean, I've got 2 keys, so yeah, let's all right. We're gonna go towards the workshop, I believe. Yeah. But I don't have anything that I can really add together, I don't think. Ooh, we got the sledgehammer. That'll be cool. Okay, so that's the music. Is there anything in here? Some secrets? Word? No? Okay. Yeah, all I've got is the magnifying and the sledgehammer, and I don't think that those work together. Nope. So we're just gonna exit. And I gotta get back down to the coat check. We have the laboratory. Okay. Let's look at the laboratory. Okay, it's a little messy. Okay, we have a security door. I did not undo those. Let's see, when was the last time I had that? I am checking my notes. It was here. Okay, so I can't go out there, but we have another note. Heating and cooling curves. H2O melting point at 0.1 ppt to 0.5 ppt. We have room temperature complete thaw. Test 205. Lab technician is Randolph. So we have, this was... So test 205. Melting point doesn't tell me. Well, ice, it looks like. Okay, so it looks like we're using metric. Okay. 20C is room temp. Melting point is at 0C and minus 10C is ice. We'll have at Mo pressure 93 kPa. I also did take a screenshot of that, so magnifying lens or magnifying, yeah. We have test tubes. We have notes. No, nothing else. Nothing that we can grab. More test tubes here, there. Gonna take a couple pictures of this. Oh, we've got, what is this? This machine requires additional power from piped in from the boiler room. Okay. So machine needs extra power boiler room. Okay, so that's one thing to notice. Yeah. That's gonna be a nice storm. Okay, we've got there's a deer. I'm looking for if there's another picture. Is it only if there's another picture on the wall? Or no, okay, that's a stage and you have a deer. So that's not a deer, that's a stag. A stage, and so that is a stage and stag. Difference is the E. Okay, so I want over here. We have the terminal. Welcome to the Mount Holly laboratory. Experiment setup. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing, combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Okay, when you draft a hallway from another hallway, for each bedroom you draft after your second, each time you find some trash while digging, we could do... Each time you draft a hallway, let's gain a... Okay, so here we have experimental house features. This is cool. So you select from A and B. So hallway, I don't know if it's, we have bedroom, and trash dig. You have +1 star, +1 key, gem, or die, or add a chest at, I'm just gonna say the foyer because that's where it's going. Okay. So we're gonna combine those. Do you wish to create and activate the, yeah, start experiment? Experiment started. Research logs. No research logs. Research logs will be available the day after an experiment has been performed. Alright, log on to network. Swan song. It's not. Did I misspell it? Swan song. Password accepted. Okay, I must have misspelled it. Yep, we got storms coming in. I can hear them. Alright, we have remote terminal data transfers. Not currently available. Glossary of terms is already there. Let's return that to the first. Staff services. Special orders. Place a special order. You know what? Let's put a magnifying glass in. The order is estimated to take 1 to 2 days. Yeah. Let's go ahead and take that in there. Okay, because I think this one we're not going to be able to do anything. Because we don't have any power. That we're locked out on. So we've got one more passageway. And I believe, yeah, it's this one. And it's locked, so let's go ahead and use the key. So we have archives. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 floor plans. And courtyard, I don't have a gym. We can do the... You know, let's do the archives. I have not seen that one yet. So that one's no longer able to see floor plans. So, but I want to see if we actually can find anything in here. Okay. Yeah, but we've only got one door possible. Is that's a flower of some kind, plant. I am not seeing anything. Oh, here might be something over here. Okay, we have archives. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's author Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book Swimbird has been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning the prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relative to Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations one might make with the Sinclair family. This is from August 22nd, 1985. This is January 27th, 86. Swimbird author never considered herself success, by Gail Hermes, Herald staff writer. She confided, my son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I always had challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. And so as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there. Marigold had elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, was based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red, a statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. So we got a note here on Red Prince. Publisher author detained by Red Guard. Question. This is November. Oh man, this is okay. This is gonna be extensive. This was January. Well, let's just put this January 27th, 86. November. Okay, publisher and author detained by Red Guard questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on the leaked dossier, named them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially claim responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authors to be the work of an insurgent group, RLCF, we're going to mark that down, RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. Children of Black Water. That seems important. I have screenshots of this too, so I can always go back and reference this. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality, this is November 7th, from the Radeon Herald, Marion Marigold. Hold on, let me try to get that there. There we go. Has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, who Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Here's Manning and White at press function. Was seen at the corner suspicious bag under the wave down a local. This is the third major last year. It is anticipated charged by the Crown. Manning was the last the trial begins on Tuesday, expected to last up to some with grand treason. No traces discovered of Cinca heiress, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator who fancied stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Ms. Jones never arrived home and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. There's a lot of stuff here. All right. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves at the royal capital of Finn's heirs have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles, at least not until today, as long as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived at the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Ornita Arias, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. So there is a museum heist. Marigold missing. That's it? Okay, I was just getting into the story here. All right. Wow. Okay, that's a lot of information. All right. Yeah, if I draft a hallway, I've not yet drafted a hallway. Locked, and I don't have a key. So that's gonna be it for today then. A little bit longer. I'll try to cut it down some, hopefully. But yeah, we're going to... Hold on. Hold on. Nope. Nope. I've got that coat check. Where are we doing? Go here. No, that's... I got 16 spaces to get back. 15. 14. Where am I going? Straight ahead. Here. Down. And we're going to check the item in the magnifying lens, because that was very helpful. Okay, so the coat check, we're on day 6. Yeah, that was a recheck. Okay. All right. So that's yeah, so that's going to be all I'm going to be able to do for today. Cuz this one is the laboratory door it's a security door, so I can't get past it. The archive door is it's locked and I don't have a key. But that was a lot of really cool information about the archive. But we're going to go ahead and call it a day. Yes, and even if not so, we do have a storm moving in, so I need to get off my computer. We have a charming cottage. 20 rooms, rank reached 6, steps taken 45, items found 1, new rooms 3. So with that, thank you for watching. Have an utterly fantastic day and see you next time.